I have been saying since Bryce Harper sat in the broadcast booth and he was asked by Tom McCarthy, hey, who's your favorite player to watch right now? And he responded with Trea Turner. I said, welp. JT Realmuto was his favorite catcher. He's here now, and they re-signed him after you had a guy like Bryce Harper constantly say that you got to sign JT. They signed JT. The minute I heard, and I looked it up. Oh, Trea Turner is a free agent after this year. He's going to be a Philadelphia Philly in the not-too-distant future. And sure enough, he is. You followed the last remnants of the bouncing ball yesterday. Jeff Passan right here on ESPN putting it out. Shortstop Trea Turner and the Philadelphia Phillies are in agreement on a contract. The source tells ESPN. Bob Nightingale picks up the rest of it here. Trea Turner gets 11 years, $300 million with the Phils. Phillies paying Trea Turner $27.27 million a year with no deferrals. There is a no trade clause, which I'll tell you right now, I don't care about. I know, what about, later in the career when he's like 40, for instance, and him and Bryce Harper are using walkers to get around the bases, and they're wearing glasses. I don't know. What's going to happen then? I'll tell you, first off, I don't really care. Ask me that in 10 years. Ask me that in 11 years. Ask me that in 8 years, right? I don't care at this point what happens then. And as far as the no trade clause, whatever. Full no trade clause or not, whatever. We don't know what's going to happen in 5. We don't even know what's going to happen this year, let alone 5 years, let alone 11 years. What I'm telling you is things can change. A player can say, you know what, I'll waive the full no trade clause and I'll go wherever you need me to go. I doubt that'll happen. But I'll go somewhere else that's a winner, someone else that can pay me that money. The Phillies will obviously probably have to pay some of that money. But $27 to $28 million a year for 11 years, just like Bryce Harper's deal, by the time his skills really start to deteriorate, his money is going down significantly. With the way we see money being thrown about, like Justin Verlander, for instance, like $40 million a year to get paid by the Mets now to team up with Max Scherzer again. No, I'm not that terrified of that. Yes, it's a hell of a rotation yet again. DeGrom, of course, goes elsewhere. He goes to the Rangers. But you bring in a guy like Verlander to team up with Scherzer again. What a beautiful thing. They're going to be teammates again for the first time since they were in Detroit together. That's just adorable. Well, doesn't scare me too much. But it's a great signing by the Mets. I'm not going to poo-poo it and all that stuff. But the focus for most of the baseball world yesterday was on the Phillies landing Trea Turner and this not being drawn out over a long period of time. Jeff Passan also spiked the football a little bit here by saying, together again, as Trea Turner and Bryce Harper are once again teammates. Of course, they were teammates for a few years down there in D.C. with the Nationals. And then our own Ellis just did a phenomenal job with this on social media, just posting Trea Turner's career stats, 849 career games. He's got over 1,000 hits, over 120 home runs, 230 stolen bases. What? 36 triples, a 302 batting average, and a 355 on-base percentage. Not too shabby. Let's cut to the chase here. So what are we going to do with the lineup? This is what I like right out of the gate with the lineup for the Philadelphia Phillies. Now that you have Trea Turner in the lineup, and this is one of the most impactful things right here. You got Hoskins. Yeah, me. I got Hoskins batting all the way down there. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5th in the lineup. I like moving Realmuto up. I like putting Harper in there as the cleanup guy. This is when Harper's back from his surgery. But the biggest difference here is Trea Turner leading off, batting in front of Kyle Schwarber. Now, you still have a pretty good lineup while mixing up your lefties and your righties a little bit here. Turner, a right-handed hitter. I want that on-base percentage. I want that batting average. I want that speed. I want that stolen base capability. I want that at the top of the order so that when Kyle Schwarber steps to the plate, he's got somebody on base, not just for the RBI factor, but also in the later innings, guess who you're not walking? Kyle Schwarber. That's who you're not walking. Because why? Trea Turner's already going to be on first base. And then you know what? If he steals second, and then you got first base open, go ahead, you filthy bastard. Go ahead and put 2 guys on for Realmuto and Harper. I double dog dare you. For the people on the podcast that can't see the lineup, I got Turner, Schwarber, Realmuto, Harper, Hoskins, Bohm, Castellanos, Stott, Marsh. That's what I got for you. Yeah, remember Brandon Marsh? Yeah, okay. This is the lineup that I would go with as of right now on December 6th, 2022. This is the lineup I would go with when Harper comes back. Of course, it'll be mixed up with the opening day, and perhaps Castellanos higher than that. And so it's probably not going to be this, but this is what I would roll out on opening day, that is. But this is what I would roll out. I know some people might have hesitancy about moving Schwarber out after a 40. Why mess with a great thing when he had 46 home runs, he had a great approach to the plate, and all that stuff? Well, because I want somebody to be on base. And Kyle Schwarber also, and all the great things he did this year, I would like still fewer strikeouts. And I think if you move him down in the order, I think you could give him an opportunity here where he's got somebody batting behind him that could knock in some runs. I think there's an opportunity there for him to see even more good pitches and drive in more runs. It ain't just about the home runs. It's about the ribbies as well. So I go Turner, Schwarber, Realmuto, Harper, Hoskins, Bohm, Castellanos, Stott, Marsh.